Well, good morning. We had an interesting night last night with the anchor alarm. You'll see some video footage of it. You won't see a lot because it was pitch dark.
Alarm. Anchor alarm. Anchor alarm.
All right, Rojo's gonna get us over here and get us anchored in this beautiful sunset here at Wheeler Lake, Joe Wheeler State Park. And let me back up.
Need to come up here with the GPS. We need to come up here with the GPS.
Not yet. Let's put out 60 feet, so 30 feet of rope or line. Yeah, go ahead. That's good. What a night. Beautiful, beautiful spot here. Now we don't have our road marked, so Allison counts the number of feet manually as they go down.
We have to have another serve.
You got enough slack? We haven't moved at all. And since we have only a small amount of chain and the rest of our road is rope, we don't need a snubber. We just tie the rope right to a cleat and then I can set the anchor. So let me back that down just a little. We have successfully set the anchor many times in wind, in strong current, in peaceful conditions, in deeper water, and in really shallow water. There we go. Nice and set. With the anchor set nicely, we were ready for a nice night's sleep. All done, thank you.
Yep.
Good work. Look at that sunset.
I know, it's gorgeous. Wow.
Alarm. Anchor alarm.
Oh,
Anchor alarm.
stupid.
Anchor alarm. Anchor alarm.
All right,
Anchor alarm.
let's go figure out.
Anchor
I
alarm.
can't even read it.
Anchor alarm.
Switch
Anchor
off.
alarm. Anchor alarm.
Alright, I'm gonna go figure out if we're moving. What's going on? This one, anchor alarm going off. So both of them. Let's see. Wow, this was way off. I'm gonna adjust it. I probably didn't set it at the right location, because I don't think there's any wind out there. Let me go look. Alright, I'm gonna turn on this spotlight outside, go up to the command bridge, see if I can figure out if we've moved. You guys can't see anything, only the video. It's so dark. Try and get a jacket on here. got some reference points out here. There's some lights across the way you can barely see. And then down this way there's also some lights at the marina. I've got just absolutely no breeze, no current, no movement. Turn on this spotlight. I don't even think you can see that, but I can see the shore with my spotlight. We are not moving at all. All right. So it gets complicated, but the bottom line is I'll explain this with some light on later. Okay, it's 1:48 a.m. I looked at both of these. I think they are set wrong. This alarm here, it's been going off because we reached this edge. But I think the anchor's probably over here more instead of where I set it. Anyway, it's complicated, but that's probably why. Now this one went off because it was set wrong also. So I've been outside. You can't see, it's pitch dark, but there is no wind, almost no current whatsoever, and we're just kind of floating around here. So I think we just set it wrong. There's no way we're dragging. Okay, we got some light on here. The bottom line is that the GPS, if you look back in our video when we set this anchor earlier this evening, and you listen closely, you'll hear Allison say, "Do you want to set the GPS?" And I didn't do it. I didn't listen to her, unfortunately, or didn't hear. But I can set the anchor location after the fact, and that's what I planned to do and did do. I went out there and you set the iPad and you point it where you think the anchor is by looking at the road, and then you set the alarm and the location of the anchor supposedly. Well, I must have pointed it in the wrong direction or estimated the road direction and length incorrectly, because it's detecting movement that isn't really occurring. In other words, we're drifting around, but the anchor's not moving. I absolutely can tell where the anchor's not moving. There is no way. But this is what it looks like on the screen. You can see that we're just dragging back and forth and back and forth, not dragging, floating back and forth and back and forth. And it thinks the anchor is here, but it's probably down here somewhere. And at any rate, as we went past the line that it thought was the end, the alarm went off. Why did we have an anchor alarm?
It kept going off.
Why?
Because you didn't set the GPS right.
So if you watch the video closely, we'll show it on here today. When we were setting the anchor last night, Allison clearly told me, "Do you want to come out and set the GPS correctly?" And I either didn't hear or was distracted and planning on setting it after. And so we got the anchor set, and then I went out to do the anchor alarm set, where you point the iPad where the anchor is and tell it how many feet away it is, and you set the anchor alarm that way. Well, that's an estimate. It's not an exact GPS measurement, and so obviously it didn't work again. And so when we drifted past the set amount of feet of road that I had input, the alarm went off at 1:45 in the morning a couple of times. And you'll see some video of that in the pitch dark. I went up, I turned on the spotlight, I looked around. There was no wind, no breeze, no current. Clearly we were not moving much at all. We had just floated slightly out to the edge of the rope line on the road, and the alarm went off.
And it's terrible. It's a terrible sound.
It's a terrible sound.
Jolts you awake.
But the
But it works. That's the good news. It works.
yeah, and the one on the helm, we have two set on the helm, also went off. And again, I've learned I need to set those based on the exact GPS coordinates when I drop the anchor and not afterwards, even though it has a setting to set it afterwards. So
Yeah, because we're estimating two things. When I let out the rope, it's not marked. We know the exact length of the chain, but once we hit the rope, then I have to start counting by feet. And it's generally 1 foot every second and a half. So if I just count really slow, but once again, it's still an estimate. So if I'm estimating and then Ed's estimating, we have a double estimate that's not working very well.
So it went off. We did not drag. For those who don't understand, the anchor alarm is set so that when the anchor's in the water, if it drags and moves and the boat starts to drift off and actually drag the anchor into deeper water, or you could go into rocks, you could float away into mud and get stuck, damage the boat, sink the boat. So an anchor alarm is meant to tell you if that GPS position of the anchor is moving. And since I didn't set it right, it thought we were moving beyond the distance we were supposed to. So lesson learned again the hard way. I always need to do what Allison says. Things are better when I do.
Yes.
All right. Enjoy the video. We are quite confident in our anchoring skills, and we anchored successfully, as proven here, without any dragging. It's our setting of the GPS coordinates on the anchor alarm that needs some work.